So we are doing this sum where you have to make a cash flow statement. Okay?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have to calculate operating profit before changes in the
Yes, ma'am.
working capital. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So you should know your operating profit always starts operating cash flow from operating activities. It always starts with profit before interest and tax.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Profit before interest and tax, where will you get it from? You will get it from your reserves and surplus section, the surplus.
Yes.
This is your reserves and surplus section, and your surplus will be closing minus opening. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
with me? Your
Yes,
surplus
ma'am.
is closing minus the opening.
Closing minus opening.
Closing minus the opening. Okay. To
Yeah.
get the profit before interest and tax, first you start with the surplus, and the surplus is closing minus opening.
Yeah.
Then
Closing
what
minus
do you
opening.
do? You will add transfer to
Transfer
reserves
to reserves.
and the other things that we have already discussed. Now, if you see
Yes.
in 22, your reserves was 400,000.
Yes, ma'am.
In 21,
100,000.
your reserve 23, your reserves is 500,000.
Yes, ma'am.
That means there is a transfer to reserves.
Yeah. Transfer to reserve. General
How
reserve.
much?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. So this is your transfer to reserves. You will not be given. You will have to find out yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once the reserves and surplus section is done, that means your general reserves is done. Okay. Your transfer to reserve is done, surplus is done. Then you move towards your dividend, extraordinary
Yes, ma'am.
items. Okay. Now
Extraordinary
let's see
items.
taxes. Share capital, whatever is there in share capital that belongs to which activity? This section belongs to investing activity. This section belongs to
Yes.
operating activities we've already done. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Yes, ma'am.
working capital change.
Okay.
Yeah, these are current liabilities.
Working capital change. Yeah.
Now, if you see provision for tax,
Provision for tax.
okay, provision for tax which year?
Current year.
Current year. Add or subtract?
Add.
Add. So you will add the provision for tax for the current year. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Non-current asset. This which activity?
This thing, operating activity, right?
Asset. How is asset operating activity?
It is.
Investing activity.
Oh,
Investing activity.
yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So you do not have any other information. Now you have depreciation.
Appreciation, yeah.
That's it.
75,000.
So you get your
Yes, ma'am.
surplus. You add your transfer to general reserves. You will add your provision for tax. You got your net profit before interest and tax. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You will
Before interest
add
and
what?
tax.
Non-cash,
Depreciation.
non-operating income, that is your depreciation. There is no profit or loss on sale of non-current assets. So you get
Yes, ma'am.
operating profit before working capital changes. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you do your working capital changes. What are your working capital changes? If current asset is increasing, you will add. If current
Yeah.
asset is reducing, you will subtract.
Subtract.
If current liability is increasing, what will you do?
If current liability is increasing, we will
Add. If
add.
current
Yeah.
liability is
Same
reducing,
thing.
you will subtract. Are you with me?
Subtract. Yes, ma'am.
Current liability. This is last year, this is current year. Tell me, is it
Yes,
increasing
ma'am.
or reducing?
It's increasing. Yeah.
So what will you do? Current
This thing.
liability increasing, right?
Yeah, increasing by 10,000.
So what will you do?
So it'll be added.
So you will add 10,000. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Another current liability.
Current liability increasing. Yeah, by 5,000. So we'll add.
So you will add 5,000.
Yeah.
Come on. Current assets.
Current asset is increasing. So it will also be added. By how
What
much?
you did in format?
Current asset is increasing.
So when current asset increases, what do you do?
We subtract, not add, right?
So that is what I am trying to tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Current asset is
Current asset is decreasing. So we will add.
properly. See na properly.
Oh no, I thought you said the top one. No, yeah, this one is increasing.
So you will
We will subtract.
subtract. Okay, the difference. So these are the working capital changes. So you will write increase in trade payables, increase in other current liability, and decrease in current assets. Sorry, increase in current assets.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever you will add and subtract, whatever amount you will add and subtract, what will you get? You will get operating profit before
Operating profit.
working capital
Okay,
change.
capital changes.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how your operating profit section looks like. With this, I complete one sum, which was from the topical question.